The following is a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports. It's time for Sully Butte Sports on Country 95.3. Sully Butte Sports is brought to you by 83 Ag Sales, AGE, Bank West Oneida, Barber Chemical and Barber Farm Service, The Blue Goose, and Brett Spray Service. And by Agtegra, CHS River Plains, Colson Farms, Kona Ag Oneida, Don's Food Center, Eric's Custom Repair, First Dakota National Bank, and Yag Air. Sully Butte Sports is also brought to you by Lamb Chevy, Oahe Grain, Oliver Construction, Ringneck Energy, the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection, the Sully County Sheriff's Office, Sunrise Bank, The Corner, Wheeler Seed Farm, Yakby Ranches, Venture Communications, and Lincoln Out Construction. Now let's head to the booth with the call of the game and the voice of the Sully Butte Chargers, Wyatt Parichka.
And a good Tuesday evening to you as we get set for Tuesday night matinee from Selby Area High School in the campus of Selby. Wyatt Parichka with you. Big thanks to Sydney back in the studio, and also a big thanks to Jeremy, who is behind the camera here this evening as we are set for a Region 6B contest. Again, the Sully Butte Chargers are taking on the Wolverines from Herreid Selby area, coming in winning their last three contests. We'll tell you more about that here in just a moment. A big thanks to all of our sponsors who make this possible, and thanks to you tuning in, however you may be tuning in into this contest. We are live on Country 95.3 KLXS Pier, or if you're not driving on the road, you can stream video coverage live on Pier or Country 95.3 Sports on YouTube, or listen online at PureCountry.com. As the Sully Butte Chargers looking to make it 3 in a row here on this Tuesday night. It's their first of 3 games this week. They are here tonight. They are at home Thursday, and then they're back on the road on Saturday in Warner. We'll tell you more about that as the night goes on. As the Chargers again 11-4 on the season. They have won their last 2 games. They would defeat Gettysburg with a final of 58-32. It's their second win of the season. It's either their second or first. I'm double checking here real quick. It might be their first win of the season where they scored 50 or 60 or less points, and that is the case. Yeah, 60 or less points did Sully Butte's second one as they defeated Gettysburg earlier in last Friday, I should say. Again, their last outing was a victory over Gettysburg. It was a final of 58-32. Their first win scoring less than 60 this season. Defensive struggles that the Chargers have kind of dealt with. Well, Coach Brian White said that he was very happy about what his defense did, or what his team did on the defensive side. So just something he wants to carry over on to this one here as we get you set. As 53 seconds are left in the JV contest. Herreid Selby is leading 45-32. Let's talk about the Wolverines. They are coming in at 8-7, have won in their last 3 games, and still in the mix to host a Regional 6B playoff game. They are currently 7th in the standings. We'll tell you more about those standings as well, because 2 through 7 is separated by a narrow margin. And let's just tell you that right now, as we'll tell you more here in just a little bit. Wolverines, again, mentioned that they won their last 3 games. They're currently 8-7. Their last outing was a win over Sunshine Bible Academy with a final of 60-38. Coming up here on the 83 Ag Sales pregame show, brought to you by 83 Ag Sales. We'll preview more of this game, talk about the history between these two teams, and take a look at what's going on here around the state of South Dakota. Elite nights here from Selby. We're right here for the call. It is the Sully Butte Chargers. It is Herreid Selby area. Coming up here in just a few moments here on Country 95.3, KLXS Pier, and online at Country 95.3 Sports as we continue your 83 Ag Sales pregame show after this 90-second timeout.
Before or after the game, get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and co-workers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida. Proud to be a supporter of Sully Butte Sports.
At 83 Ag Sales, we specialize in precision planting to help you create a growing environment that will maximize your efficiency and crop yields. We're committed to helping you improve your planting and production with the best technology available. Located in Oneida, 83 Ag Sales, here to make the most of your growing season. Call us at 605-222-5385. We can help you choose the right components for your equipment and your operation.
AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Butte Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
We continue your 83 Ag Sales pregame show, helping us get set for tip-off. It's the Sully Butte Chargers in Herreid, Selby area for this Region 6B contest. Taking a quick look, what is really up for grabs in this one? For the Chargers, they're just trying to keep first place holding. They have a really significant lead as far as the region goes. Now, Class B, it's a different story. After the loss to Warner, the Chargers dropped significantly down in the standings. They actually went from 5th to 15th in a matter of one game, and now they're having to climb all the way back up. Right now, sitting 13th in the Region 6 standings, and that is where they're at, 11-4. So if the season were to end, they got through their tournament. Now it looks like it would be, if I'm doing my math correctly here, they would be playing the Cement in that Sodak 16. Again, that's a hypothetical. We're still 3 weeks away. Anything can happen. I'm just saying why the Chargers, this win would mean a lot more here in just, or later down the road. So they're trying to climb out from the entire Class B standings. For Herreid Selby area, right now 8-7 on the season. They're currently 7th in the standings. Right now 2 through 7 is separated by 1.529 points. That is how much that is going to change a lot here. Ipswich sits at number 2. Again, Herreid Selby area with a win tonight really will help their cause getting a first round home playoff game. If the season were to end today, they'd play that first 4 game to get them into the field of 8. So that is what is up for grabs for Herreid Selby. Just climbing up in the standings for Sully Butte. Just trying to climb up in the class standings for this one. So that is kind of what is up for grabs here. In just a few moments, we will get you the history between these two teams. Is the Sully Butte Chargers on the road in Selby and take on the Wolverines in just a little bit. We're 12 minutes away from tip-off. You're tuned in to Sully Butte basketball on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. We are back in 2 minutes.
At AgTegra, we're leveraging the power of the cooperative to benefit our farmers and ranchers, their families, and local communities. We're creating jobs for your neighbors and putting money back into our communities. We're lending a hand in our rural fire departments, food banks, and 4-H and FFA programs. That's what local is all about. When you do business at AgTegra, you help us make a difference in your community. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
Teamwork is important to Barber Chemical in Oneida. With a full-time agronomist, sprayers, and licensed applicators, they have the team to get the job done. Their fully stocked warehouse will always have the latest products and technology available. Service, quality, and efficiency. That's the game plan at Barber Chemical. See Barber Chemical for your soil and tissue sampling needs. Good luck, Chargers, from your teammates at Barber Chemical in Oneida.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Before or after the game, get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and co-workers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida. Proud to be a supporter of Sully Butte Sports.
Selby Chargers on the road in Selby for this Tuesday night matinee. Ryan Barichka with you here with your 83XL's pregame show as we continue your coverage here on the Riverfront Broadcasting Sports Network here. Take a look between these two teams. It will be meeting number 18 since 2011. The Chargers right now 12-5 in that span. They have won the last three, which last year was a result of a 77-38 victory for the Chargers. Well, you got to go all the way back to 2022 for the Herreid Selby Wolverines as they would get a 54-48 win. So Chargers winning big last time significantly, but this is going to be a scrappy Wolverines team as Coach White talks about how they are athletic and got them in the football season. I kind of was mentioning, does that maybe give them a little bit of motivation going in tonight? You'll hear his answer in just a moment, but that is kind of the history between these two teams. Again, 18 meeting since 2011, Chargers 12-5 in the current span here right now. Just a quick look at some other games going on around the state for the boys, and take a look here is few Region 6 teams in action. Ipswich taking on Aberdeen Christian as the Knights there for Aberdeen Christian sitting they're sitting pretty well in the Class B standings. They are second right now in that class, or in the Class B standings. Other games of interest, Spear Governors on the road tonight and here on for some local games of interest. That game is a 7 o'clock tip-off, and it's currently now underway in that one. Other games, Highmore Herald of local interest taking on Hitchcock Tulare. That game is in Hitchcock for that contest. There's quite a few games are in that one as well. 8 o'clock, there's quite a few games going on. I got, looks like 11 games on tap for the 8 o'clock hour. A game that I want to make sure I say this correctly. It looks like Warner is taking on Redfield. That's a Class B contest going on, and that looks like of area interest. That is all that is going on here currently. So with that, we'll take one more time out here and get to that pregame conversation that I had with head coach Brian White as the Sully Beach Chargers a few moments away here from taking on the Herreid Selby Wolverines. We'll take a 60-second timeout. We'll be back here to have that pregame conversation on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports as you're tuned in to the 83XL's pregame show.
Koenig of Oneida, Pierre, and Winter has provided our services to growers of South Dakota for over 50 years. We focus on providing our customers with the products, services, and attention to detail that each farmer needs to succeed. For your individual needs of custom spraying, liquid or dry fertilizer, chemical, soil sampling, seed sales, and treating, stop in and see us at Koenig with offices located in Oneida, Pierre, and Winter.
Hometown shopping at its best. Don's Food Center has what you want and where you need it most, right in Oneida. Enjoy a great selection of groceries, fresh meat and produce, friendly service, and more. Get all your snacks for the big game at Don's Food Center. Don's Food Center is a proud supporter of Sully Butte's athletics and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Don's Food Center, where parking is convenient, shopping is easy, and your time is priority.
Head coach Brian White here of the Sully Beach Chargers. And first, coach, a good win on Friday. I mean, defense was kind of the emphasis that you were hoping to see out of your team. How did your team respond knowing that you were looking for defense from them?
Yeah, I thought we defended fairly well. Did some things really well. Gave up some stuff that we still have to clean up and get better at. So, but I thought we did a pretty good job defensively. We ran people off the line. We got people off their spots and made them do things that they weren't as comfortable doing. So that was good. That's what we were looking for. And now we've just got to do it again and get consistent with what we're trying to do and what we've been preaching. So we'll see how tonight goes.
I was going to say, too, I mean, I think another thing you add onto the defense, I think that kind of helped you guys' offense in a way, too. I mean, you had 4 double-digit scoring. I mean, everybody kind of had their own piece of the pie on Friday night. What does that kind of just say, maybe if your defense helps you get on the offense or your offense helps you on defense?
Yeah, you got to play complementary basketball where, a lot of times our defense does transition into our offense and gets us going and whatnot. But they do things a little different, so it slowed us down a little bit, which at times isn't bad for us. Sometimes us slowing down a little bit and doing some of those things is okay because it allows us to get the ball moving, get the ball touching different hands and kind of play well that way. So it might have slowed us down a little bit, but I thought we handled it really well, and I thought we moved the basketball well. And even in a night where we really didn't shoot well, we were able to find buckets, and we got to where we needed to. And we got to the free throw line pretty well, and we were able to convert a little bit there. So just overall, we played pretty well, and we're going to go out and try to do the same thing tonight.
Yeah, and Coach, this is the first of 3 games for you guys this week, another busy week. Kind of maybe how you have been approaching kind of these final weeks of the seasons too, because, there's only 5 regular season games left for you guys in a span of 3 weeks. So how have you kind of just approached the kind of as the season starts to wind down in the regular season when you guys are getting ready for that playoff push?
Pretty much the same way we do every week, right now we went through a stretch that was pretty heavy on the legs, so we're trying to get our legs back and kind of any nicks and bruises that we have, take care of those things. But right now we got 3 games this week, and they're all vital. So our goal is going to be to go 1-0 tonight, and we'll worry about everything else after that. But we're prepping to have a big week and a busy week, but hopefully a fun week for us, and we hopefully get better every single night, and we continue to improve. So we're playing our best basketball at the end of the season here.
I know I mentioned, the stretch of the season's coming down to the wire, and I say that going into Herreid Selby tonight. And Coach, you guys are, right now in the driver's seat in that Region 6B, but this team currently has a chance to keep improving. And what do you know about this Herreid Selby team and your approach to tonight for your team?
They're athletic, and frankly, they did they got us in football this year, so our guys should be raring, ready to go. There shouldn't be any sort of we can just look past anybody. We've also got clipped a couple times because maybe we didn't prep as well as we should have, and some senses of just being prepared and mentally locked into games. And so I think we've learned some lessons that are hard lessons, and hopefully we don't repeat any of those. And we come out and we're intense, and we do the things that we need to do to give ourselves a chance to win. So we can get beat on any given night, and we can beat anybody on any given night. And I truly believe that. I think this team has the ability to knock anybody off, and we also have the ability to be beat by anybody if we don't play well. So we're going to show up, we're going to have to play well, we're going to have to do all the things that we expect of our guys, and if we do that, we'll give ourselves a chance to win.
Do you take that loss for football as a way to kind of get these guys motivated for the basketball game, trying to get back at them?
Well, I don't know if it's really get back at them, but it definitely motivates me, to make sure that we're prepared and we have done the things that we need to do, and that we're completely prepared and ready to go tonight, and we really take that kind of every single night. So I guess that's kind of who I am in that sense. But for kids, I think it does probably motivate them a little bit, where they look at it hey, this didn't go the way we wanted it to. We can't overlook something.
Well, Coach, a team that's fighting for a lot for seeding and everything else, but for you guys, what's it going to take to go 1-0 today?
We're going to have to defend, we're going to have to take care of the basketball, and we're going to have to rebound the basketball. And if we do those 3 things, you're always in a basketball game, and our group tends to find ways to score. So if we can do those things, we'll be all right.
Perfect, Coach. Thank you for your time, and best of luck today.
Thanks for covering us. Appreciate it.
Big thanks to head coach Brian White for taking some time, as always, to have a conversation with us, as he's been doing it all year long. Let's take a look at your uniform report. We'll start with the home team in this one, where the Chargers make the road trip to Selby for Herreid Selby area. The Wolverines going to be in their home whites tonight. They got purple numbers, purple lettering trimmed in gold, and they got black stripes on either side. Wolverines across their uniforms. The Chargers, road purples, common road purples, gold numbers, gold lettering, trimmed in black. Sully Buttes on their uniforms, Sully on top of the numbers, Buttes on the bottom of the numbers. And we'll have starting lineups here in just a moment. We'll get you those starters here in just a few moments. It looks like we will have a national anthem coming up here in just a moment as the clock is still going, but the music is gone very quickly, and everybody is already prepared for the national anthem. So with that, we will send it to the PA announcer to let the national anthem go. It will be silent for the moment. As soon as the clock will stop here, but very small, crowded gym here in Selby. We'll tell you more of the atmosphere. I'll tell you, the middle school in JV games were loud, to say the least, but that just might tell you what the atmosphere will look like. So with that, we will send it to the PA announcer, getting the introductions going, and now let's get you a national anthem.
That good sportsmanship is one of the primary purposes of a high school athletic program. Our coaches and athletes recognize that judgment calls are made in good faith, and that they must abide by the decisions of our officials. Spectators can support their high school boys basketball program by refraining from derogatory, improper remarks or cheers. We hope you will enjoy tonight's game and support your athletes in a positive and sportsmanlike manner. At this time, we ask you to remain standing as we honor America with our national anthem. We remind all in attendance that the proper etiquette is to remove your cap or hat, face the flag, and stand with your right hand over your heart. Active duty military personnel or veterans not in uniform may salute the flag. The national anthem will be sung by our high school girls ensemble under the direction of Mrs. Stevens.
National anthem being done by the choir here. And now let's get you your starting lineups. We'll start with the Herreid Selby Wolverines under the direction of Chris Heddick in his 12th season at the helm for the Wolverines. It looks like it's his number 0. He is a sophomore at 5'8". It is Tatum Kwasik. He's followed by number 1, a senior at 5'10", Noah Schutzel. That's number 5, Adonis Mills, a 6'2 junior. Number 10 is a 5'10 junior, and Jared Weisbeck. And round up the starting lineup, it's number 23, a 6'2 senior, and Xavier Whitler. In his game, we mentioned head coach Chris Heddick in his 12th season at the helm. For the Chargers, it will look like this. It's the same lineup we've been mentioning all season long. At 6'3 freshman, it's number 3, Easton Moore. He's followed by the 5'8 sophomore, shooting it from anywhere, Jet Yackley. He can score from anywhere and likes to attack. It's number 15, a 6'1 senior, and Wesley Whitler. It's number 20, Gavin Colson, a deep threat shooter at 5'10 senior. It's Gavin Colson. And around up the starting lineup, he'll take the charges. He'll get the rebounds. It's 6'2 senior, number 44, James Miles. Head coach Brian White. Assistant coach is Whitler. And also, a big thanks to Sefner as well. Chargers will go from right to left. Wolverines will go from left to right here as Easton Moore is in the center circle, getting set to take on what looks to be Adonis Mills. We'll get the final moments here. Chargers are in their road purples, Wolverines in their road whites. And with that, we are underway here in a loud, quiet gym from Selby area. But they're not Herreid Selby area. They are the Selby area Monarchs here in this school. The Herreid team, the Yellow Jackets, as there's a feed inside there for Whitler. Shot is deflected by Easton Moore. And the first rebound will go to Jet Yackley. And Whitler now on the attack, goes baseline, and he'll throw that out of bounds. And that's going to be a turnover for the Chargers. Like the idea of trying to just kick it out there, but just went a little too far on that kick out attempt. So first turnover for the Chargers in Herreid Selby area. Starts with a shot block there. Chargers speeding halfway. It's a give up top to Mills. Mills will swing it over to Weisbeck. They're just passing it over quickly now up top. Kwasnick, what a great save there by Chintel. Back now is to Mills. Mills will go near side now, driving from Weisbeck. Weisbeck's floater going to be left short. Moore will get the rebound, and 2 missed shots already for the Wolverines to start things off. Whitler swinging over to Colson near side. Baseline drive. Will pump fake once. He'll be fouled and go to the line as minutes gone by. And it's Gavin Colson with the first opportunity to put the points on the scoreboard. Scoreboard tonight brought to you by Ringneck Energy and Venture Communications. And the first foul going to be going on Rittler, who picks up foul number 1. Team foul number 1 as well. Colson at the line will make the first. And that breaks the goose egg off for the Chargers as they get the first points of the game, courtesy of the foul stripe. Final free throw here for Colson. Up, count it, and it's 2-zip. Chargers up here on late Tuesday nights. That middle school games take place. The middle school boys with a big win over Herreid Selby. Wolverines, though, here turn it over. Moore will pick it up. They'll jump stop off the glass. It goes and go in, but Moore will clean it up, then put it up on the putback. 4-0 Chargers. 6:36 left to go here. Moore almost got another steal, but Mills is able to save it. Swedzel will fire a 3 and knock it in. Folks, that is a loud crowd, and my mic is not even turned up all the way, and on the other end, it's going to be out of bounds. It'll stay with the Chargers with 30 on the shot clock, 6:22 to go in the first quarter. 4-3 your score. Colson will trigger it in from the far baseline. Chargers line up low on this inbound play. Colson quickly to Whitler, goes into the paint, floats it up, will leave it short off the right. Colson will get the rebound for Sully Buttes. Whitler kick out now for Yackley at the top at the midcourt circle. No logo. One of the rarities in high school basketball now is Whitler on the drive off the glass. It's good. Wesley Whitler with his first bucket gives the Chargers a 3-point lead at 6-3. 5:57 to go here in the first quarter. Rittler has it. Now he'll look as he picked up his dribble. Now hand off to Weisbeck near side. Goes elbow. Now skip pass over to Schutzel. Now up top to Quinzick. Quinzick will be fouled, and it's going to be on the floor before the shots. We'll get Jet Yackley on his first foul. It'll be team's first of the quarter. Baseline inbound, courtesy of Weisbeck. He's looking for that inside game. Now we'll kick out to Schutzel, who will swing it now to Rittler. Whitler now, hand off to Quinzick at the top, makes his way far side. So now they'll keep swinging around. Hills, one dribble off now. Here's a go up top. Now look for the feed inside, and they'll turn it over just a little too much on the pass in. Herreid Selby is just pushing the pace. They're trying to go as fast as Sully Buttes are. Sully Buttes, again, the team that really could play fast and slow. They've shown that now as this season has gone on. And now the Chargers making the Wolverines maybe play a little quick here. Whitler on a one dribble drive. He'll get the 2 to go. And that is the Whitler play, and a timeout taken by the Wolverines. 5:07 to play. It is 8-3 in favor of Sully Buttes. It's a quick 30-second, and we'll just keep it right here. Let's give a big thanks to the Sully County Sheriff's Office. They want to remind you to be a good sport, whether you're at the field or in the gym. Good sportsmanship is a responsibility, whether you're at home or on the road. Show your respect to the players, the fans, and the facility. Arrive live. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. The Wolverines will spend their first. They're down to 4. As we'll see what the Chargers do coming out of this timeout. As Whitler's got a quick 4. Gavin Colson and Easton Moore each with a bucket so far. And again, your score 8-3. Sully Buttes. 5:07 to play in the first. It'll be Wolverines basketball coming out of the timeout. Again, it was after the made shot by Wesley Whitler. And now Wolverines have it after the timeout. Weisbeck trying to get it over the timeline. Now he does. He was tight-roping it for a moment. Now he'll go on the drive. Kick out down to Mills. He'll fire a 3. That one's going to be off the mark. And a second chance, courtesy of Quinsick. Quinsick in the paint. He'll get it out there. It's a triple from Weisbeck on the near corner. That one's no good. Miles tries to rebound and saves it off there to Yackley. Yackley, drive, layup. He's fouled, and it's going to be... shot no good. They're going to say is on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up here for Jet Yackley with 4:39 left to go. Winsnick picks up foul number 1. And Yackley will make the first free throw. Try to keep this free throw night going. Final free throw for Yackley. Count it. And it's a perfect start for the Chargers. It's 10-3, 4:35 to go. Back to the Wolverines. Mills give off down to Quinsick. He'll make his way now to the far side. Now dribbles it on the deck. Now give it off to Rittler. Rittler looking. Now will feed off to Sitzel. Now back to Rittler as he'll look to go inside. Saving it though. Quinsick. He'll kick out now for Weisbeck for a triple. Weisbeck with his first bucket. It cuts the lead to within 4. Yackley hand off to Mills. Now gets it right back. Now swing it over to Colson. Colson to Moore. Now to Yackley. Goes to the corner or elbow is Moore. Moore will put it up for a little floater from Meats and get it to go in. Chargers answering the Wolverines. Usually it's the opponents answering the Chargers. And now that's deflected there. It'll stay Wolverines basketball with 3:48 left to go. The first changes of the night in the lineup. A few of them as well as will be checked out there for Rube and also Ian Cooper Falkenhagen for Sully Buttes. Quinsick, drive, far side, long, kick out too high there for Weisbeck and another turnover for the Wolverines. 3rd turnover of the first quarter, for only 1 for Sully Buttes so far. Whitler will make his way over the midcourt circle. 3:36 to go here in quarter number 1. Whitler skip past Moore, near corner, now back to Whitler. Almost had that be a turnover. Now Whitler's going to drive. Now we'll just give it up there to Moore, who will put it off the glass. That one's going to not go in, but hits every part of the rim. And going to be brought down there by Weisbeck. His first rebound. Chargers already out to a 5-2 rebound start. Quinsick down the middle. Swing it up down to Weisbeck. Out the top. Down they'll feed inside of Whitler. And it's going to be a foul on the arm. And that foul will go, looks like, on Cooper Falkenhagen. And he will pick up team foul number 2. And actually, it's going to be Gavin Colson who picks up the foul. Well, Gavin Colson picks up his first. Inbound now. For Whitler now up top for Quinsick. Is Wolverines trying to just get something to go here offensively as they're down by as much as they have so far. Quinsick triple, no good. It's Jay Yackley with his second board all the night here. And it's Bretton Barber's in. That's a 3 from Easton Moore. Easton Moore, who has had a couple of good scoring outputs as of late, has now 7 to start this one off. Weisbeck now to Quinsick on the left corner or the far corner here. Olsen matched up great defensively, forces another turnover. Yackley on the steal. He'll be fouled on the shot, and he goes right back to the line. Chargers are doing what they want with the turnovers here in the early stages. There'll be a foul on. Looks like Timothy picks up his first, team's 3rd. And Yackley to add on to his free throw night as he'll swirl in the first free throw. Falkenhagen will check back in for James Miles. And one more free throw here for Yackley. All of his points coming from the line. And the Chargers may remain perfect. 6 for 6. It's 17-6. Sully mutes up. Mills now to Quinzick. His Chargers playing really tight defense. Quinzick now will dish it off. And another foul will be called. And this is the same officiating crew from the JV contest we saw earlier. Easton Moore, foul number 1. Inbound, same spot. Wiseman will give it off to Rube. Rube will on the drive, will switch hands and lay it up with the underhand scoop and score. 17-8 now, under 2 to play. Yackley at the top. He'll give it off now to Barber. Now to Yackley at the top. Is Wolverine showing now his own defense. Olsen, high pass. Barber though able to catch it. Now to Yackley. Yackley, one dribble off to Colson at the top. Puts it on the deck. Spins. Get it back now to Yackley. Yackley to Barber. Barber doesn't think about a 3. Now gives it to Moore. Kick out Colson. First step drive. Looking to kick out. 5 on the shot clock. Here's Yackley. Baseline. Has to put up a shot. He does. He gets fouled, and he's going to get the benefits of the shot. And what a job there by Jet Yackley to get to the line, courtesy of the last second shot. Kind of, I'm not going to say Steph Curry'd that into a foul, but definitely the motion of leaning in usually will make the officials give the call, and Yackley will miss the first free throw. So that is the first miss for the Chargers. They are 6 of 7 from the line. And we'll get one more free throw here as the foul was on. Wiseman picks up his first, and Yackley will respond with this free throw and puts it in. 10-point lead at 1:20 to go here in the first. Wolverines back with it. They'll swing it here to the near side. Drive in now by Rube. Now kicked out to Quinzick. Quinzick, floater just outside the paint. It's going to be left short, and Easton Moore picks up another rebound. Moore with 7 points, 3 boards to start in the early going here. Moore looking for Falkenhagen. Now kick out now to Colson. Colson's going to dribble it now to Yackley. Coach White telling him to pick up the pace, and almost a turnover there with 50.9 on the game clock. 17 on the shot clock is Whitler, and Carson Miles for the first time will check in for Gavin Colson as Brenton Barber also checking out as well. 50.9 is now Yackley. Over the midcourt stripe. Will make his way to the near side. Quickly off to Moore, just outside the paint, and he just puts it up. Feels like that's as easy a bunny right there as Easton Moore is darn near perfect in this one so far. We'll get a blocking foul on Carson Miles. 35.5 seconds left to go. Shot clock is now separated by half a second, and we'll get a substitution here. Keegan Russell will check in for Mills. Brett and Barber going to quickly check back in. Coach White getting the allowed time to make that change. Easton Moore will check out here. Barber really grew it on the defensive side this season for the Chargers. Quinzick gives it up top now to Whitler. Whitler matched up by Falkenhagen as they'll keep man-to-man. It's a floater there off the back iron. It's brought down by Whitler. 20 seconds left to go. Whitler will give it off to Yackley. Yackley now will bounce pass off to Miles. Miles now looks, skip past to Whitler with 10 seconds on the clock. Chargers trying to hold for the final. Wolverines are trying to get something going. Whitler bounce pass to Barber. Whitler with 3, floater off the glass, no good. Miles quickly puts it back up, and that'll be the end of one as there will be a couple of misses. But the Chargers put up 20 in the first quarter and hold the Wolverines to 8. We're back in 60 seconds here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Butte Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
Terry and Peggy Barber and family with Red Spray Service in Pierre, Oneida would like to wish the Sully Butte Chargers good luck with tonight's game and all season long. Call Red Spray Service today at 258-2743 for all your aerial application and retail chemical sales needs. The Barbers would like to remind you what Henry Ford once said, that when everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it.
You set for the second quarter here as Sully Butte's 20, Herreid Selby area 8. Brian Bridgeko with you. Big thanks to Cindy back in the studio, and also big thanks to Jeremy behind the camera here, getting as close as you probably could in a regular season high school game. The second quarter is underway. Chargers will start with it in their own purples, going from right to left. Wolverine showing a zone here, and Miles will start with it. Now give it off there to Colson, who will hit the free throw line. Shot will miss it. Whitler triple. That one's going to be left short, so a couple of chances for Sully Butte here in the second quarter. First possession come up empty-handed. As now it's back to the Wolverines. Their three, no good. It's Colson with the board. And we'll stay 28-8 here for just a moment. Yackley zip it over to Miles. Lets one man go. Puts it off, and it's good. Carson Miles just letting the one man go defensively, and the Chargers right now doing anything offensively they have allowed. They've gotten second chance rebounds. They're forcing turnovers here. Good start for the Chargers. Again, Coach White wanted to see that all the way here. Mentioned the lighter practice as well, especially with a heavy week coming up here. In the turnover again by the Wolverines. Colson turns around, couldn't get the layup to go. Good looking shot though by Gavin Colson, but Rube will come up with the rebound. Already 5 turnovers for the Wolverines, just 1 for Sully Butte here so far. Quinsick will fire a triple with coverage, and it's going to be off the board. It's Carson Miles once again with the rebound. Whitler will swing it to Yackley on the midcourt circle. Now back over to Miles on the near side. Zone defense, Wolverines continue to show as we'll see 3 new Wolverines sub in. Pass there from Yackley to Miles. What a great pass, but Miles wishing he had that one going as he'll go to the line and shoot a pair. Rube will pick up foul number 2 for the Wolverines. Yeah, we'll get it looks like 2 Chargers and 3 Wolverines are going to get set to check in. Make that now 4 Wolverines getting set to check in. Bretton Barber, Easton Moore going to check in for the Wolverines. It's going to be Luke Filer. Also in is Porter Gregg. Also in is going to be Mills, and try to get that last number for you here in just a moment. We'll get that last number for you. Free throw for Miles. He's no good as he goes 1 of 2, but a second chance by Whitler is good. The Chargers getting that second chance there, and now it makes it 25-8. Sully Butte. And that last number in is, I wanted to make sure it's Fiedler, who is the other one in, and Weisbeck checked back in. Miles gets into the passing lane. Wolverines still keep it. Mills on the drive in the paint. He'll be fouled, and it looks like Miles, who went 1 of 2 just a moment ago at the line, will send the Wolverines to the line. And that will be the case. That'll be his first, team's first of the quarter. And Mills will go to the line looking for his first points of the night. First trip for the Wolverines at the line, and Mills will make the first. One more free throw here from you. So be responsible going to the game and driving home. Please obey speed limits in towns and on highways. Arrival Live, this message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. There's a perfect trip there from Mills. Cuts the lead within 15. 5:44 to go here in quarter number 2. Barber looking for Colston. Chargers will turn it over. And the Wolverines sprinting over the midcourt stripe. Yackley going to get set to check in. Also, Falconing is set to check in just a moment. Moore almost had that steal. Mills picks it up. He'll fire a deuce. It hits the back iron. But brought down by Miles as he reaches for that shot. Whitler on the other end. Layup is good. Chargers can pick up the pace at any time, and they're showing it now as they lead by 17. Barber gets into the passing lane. 2-on-2. Gives it off to Whitler. Another underhand. No good. Gets the rebound as Barber, though. Second chance here for Sully Buttes. There's a 3. No good by Whitler. And it's going to be a timeout taken by the Wolverines with 4:58 to go here in a quick start to the second half. Chargers are on a 7-2 start. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Is Sully Buttes leading 27-10 on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
Venture Communications provides blazing fast speeds for affordable internet services. Streaming has never been so easy as it is with these super fast speeds. Don't want to leave the house to mail in that pesky bill? That's okay. Venture Communications allows you to pay your bill online or with an e-bill mobile app. They have local support to help with all of your needs. Contact Venture Communications at 605-852-2224 or visit our website at venturecom.net.
27-10, your score on your Ringneck Energy Venture Communications scoreboard. Bridgeco with you. Big thanks to Sydney and Jeremy behind the scenes, making all of the work on radio and on video as well. Listening live on Country 95.3 KLXS Period Riverfront Broadcasting Station. Also, you stream this game on purecountry.com or catch the video live stream on Country 95.3 Sports, however you may be tuning in. We can't thank you enough here on this Tuesday night. In a late start, one of the few games that are here in the 8 o'clock slot. As it will be Wolverines basketball after the timeout. They're down to 3. Chargers with 5 timeouts. Quinzik has the basketball now as he is at the top, batched up there by Colson. As Chargers continuing to play that man-to-man defense. Colson switches now on Greg. Greg to Whitler at the top. One dribble now. He's trying to slash the defense. Spins in the paint. That shot going to be in and out. And that'll be last touch by the Chargers. And it will stay Wolverines basketball in this quarter. And right now, a little bit of a scoring drought. Whitler has it and will travel with it. Well, that'll be turnover number 6. Herreid Selby. And now Coach White giving instruction to his team as the starters besides James Miles are out there. And Sully Buttes will turn it over for the 3rd time. On the drive, Quinzik puts up the shot. He is fouled, and they'll count the bucket and chance for a 3-point play. As Daniel Quinzik makes the first shot from the field for Herreid Selby. And we got one more free throw coming up, and Coach White's going to spend a quick 30-second timeout. 4:17 left to go. We'll keep it here. It's 27-12 with one more free throw coming up for the Wolverines here. Want to remind you, the Sully County Sheriff's Office does want to remind you to be a good citizen. Help out in your community. Your friends and neighbors make Oneida strong and proud. Working together, we can all make our town great. Arrive Alive, this message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. Now, Chargers 7-4 started this second quarter. 27-12 is your score. As Coach White just spent one of his 5 timeouts as he's down to 4. Probably emphasizing that defensive side of things there, and I know that's what he's been paying attention to in the last few games, and just wants to make sure everybody's on the same page now. So 3-point play is coming up. The clock is at, for some reason, was at 38 seconds, but the free throw is off the mark. Whitler has it now for the Chargers as he'll give it off to Yackley. Yackley Long pass there to Whitler. Now skip pass over to Colson. Colson with a triple, no good. Good looking shot there by Colson. It's Mills who will run down the rebound for Herreid and Selby. Quinzik will go up top now to Weisbeck. Another swing over to Bragg. Bragg, skip pass. Quinzik, drive, elbow, kick back out to Bragg. Bragg will drive. He'll fire it just outside the paint as he'll hit it off the glass. It's good. I said Greg, I meant Greg for Porter Gregg, and he will now make that 27-14. Sully Buttes, long pass to Yackley. On the zone defense, looks for Moore as he zips it in there. Moore back out now to Whitler. He'll fire a three from the corner. That's a splash. Wesley Whitler with now 11 in the contest here in the early going. Makes it now 30-14. Whitler now has it. He'll now back his way in. Now it's Gregg at the top. Hand off now to Quinzik. Quinzik, drive, spins, kick out. Up top now for Weisbeck as he'll give it off back to Gregg on the corner. Another long pass. Wolverines driving. 9 on the clock. On the shot clock. And the layup is good by Whitler. 30-16 is your score with 2:36 to go here in the first half. Then Whitler will turn it over. Mills will slow it down. Wolverines now have it back with 2:25 to play. Weisbeck. Now give it off there to Quinzik. Quinzik will long pass over there to Weisbeck. Bounce pass off to Gregg. Gregg will give it back to Weisbeck. He'll fire a triple from the top. It's good. And Coach White is not thrilled about that one. That's a three from Jared Weisbeck. And it makes it now 30-19. And it's going to be a 30-second timeout here. And we'll keep it here. And again, that's the defensive component that he's been stressing in the last few games. And really getting back to Warner when they fell in a tough one, had the lead, surrendered it, tried to come back, but it was no good in the end. So that will keep it. That was what it was, the first loss in a couple of game stretch. And Coach White gonna fire his team up, get that defense once again going. So Sully Buttes are gonna have it. They were up as much as 17 at one point. 2019 score, or 30-19 score, excuse me. Back now to the Chargers, under 2 to play. More drive, he'll stop, put it up, no good on the shot. It's ripped away there by Russell and then falling to the floor. It's going to be a foul on the Chargers. .52 to go here. Foul on Falkenhagen, picks up his first. Appreciate you tuning in, however you may be tuning in. Here's the Wolverines have it back. They'll make their way over the timeline now is Weisbeck. Weisbeck now has that shot, no good. Ripped away there by Easton Moore. And a shot there by the Wolverines. Now 90 seconds to go here in the first half. Yackley throws it. Now 90 seconds to go here in the first half. Yackley throws it out there to Colston. One bounce off to Moore. It's Falkenhagen has that shot too much. And it's going to be taken away by Yackley. Whitler off the glass, no good. Second chance, no good. And a couple of opportunities and can't get the block it to go, no good. And a couple of opportunities and can't get the block it to go in are Sully Buttes. And now they're the ones on the scoring drought here as of late. Give now, zipping it there down to Weisbeck. Weisbeck now to Whitler and got to go in. Loud crowd here, and it's now 30-21 in favor of the Sully Buttes Chargers. 45 seconds to go. Yackley three, no good. Rebound there by Falkenhagen for a second chance. Kick out. Yackley three up No good, in and out, and another fight for the rebound. Picked up there by Moore, puts it off the iron. That one's going to be no good. Another chance for the Chargers, as they will have it with the shot clock turned off there. And what a sequence of rebounds there for Sully Buttes. And now we got one more chance here. Sully Buttes with 13 on the clock. Exactly. Giving it off to Whitler, now to Moore. Moore with 6 seconds, fires it from deep three, leaves it short. Colson saves it. Yackley, buzzer sounds, and it's going to be left short. And we have played one half of basketball here from Selby area, and it's going to be a 95.3 Sports.
Building new, remodeling a little or a lot, or replacing the old with the new, Oliver Construction in Oneida is reliable, honest, and affordable in helping you make your house the home you've always dreamed of. Large or small, inside or out, give Oliver Construction a call at 295-2289 for all of your home construction and remodeling needs. Oliver Construction, 295-2289.
Score big on your next vehicle purchase with Lamb Motor Company in Oneida and Gettysburg, Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, and Lamb Auto Sales in Pierre. Check out their large selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs at any one of their locations, or go online to lambmotor.com. That's LAMBMOTOR.com. Or give them a call today at 800-952-2222. Lamb Motor Company of Oneida and Gettysburg, Lamb Chevrolet
Whitner
and
Seed
Implement
Farm,
in Oneida,
already known
and
for
Lamb
high-quality certified seed wheat, and now they're its dealer. Jesse Whitler and Faye are proud supporters of students and athletes of Sully Buttes and wish them all the best this season. Whitner Seed Farm is the industry leader in variety, selection, seed treatments, and their loading is second to none. Visit WhitlerSeedFarm.com or give Jesse a call at 605-280-0152. Your source for seed for every acre. Located in Agar and Oneida, Whitler Seed Farm, 605-280-0152. Eric's Custom Repair supports Sully Butte Sports and its athletes. Eric's Custom Repair is your trusted mechanic located in Agar. Stop into the gas and convenience store to fuel up and fill up too. Eric's Custom Repair, located on Highway 83 in Agar. Call today to schedule an appointment. 605-258-2137. That's 605-258-2137 for Eric's Custom Repair of Agar. Go get 'em, Chargers. Awahi Grain in Oneida is with you, the producer, since 1954. They're one of the largest privately owned elevators in central South Dakota. Their friendly and knowledgeable team of employees is there for you. With 220-foot truck scales and 5 dump pits, they're sure to get you back to the farm quickly. They also have a 10-car shuttle loading facility and have 2 grain dryers to help serve you in all your grain handling needs. Call Awahi Grain Corporation in Oneida at 258-2811 or check them out at awahigraincorp.com. Grain is their middle name.
With over 40 years of experience, Lake and Out Construction Incorporated is your one-stop shop for grain handling on the farm or commercial. From repairs to complete new build projects, we've got the expertise to take on the toughest jobs. We're a proud authorized Sukup dealer ready to meet all your grain bin needs with quality products and dependable service. Call Todd today at 605-295-0011 for quality work backed by a crew you can trust. From Todd, Gary, Legina, and the entire Lake and Out Construction crew, good luck, Chargers, on a winning season.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Back here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports, as we're trying to keep our live feed going here for folks who are wondering why everything is buffering at the moment. We are trying our best to stay on the air here in the moment, so we'll keep it here as it's going. We'll have to make some changes, though, on our streaming side of things. Sully Buttes Chargers leading 30-21. The Chargers at one point had a 25-8 lead. It is now evaporated after the Wolverines outscored the Chargers 13-10 in the second quarter. Chargers outscored the Wolverines 20-8 in the first. For the Chargers, a shot 10 of 29 from the field, 8 of 10 from the free throw line, and 2 of 9 from the charity stripe here in the early going. For the Wolverines, 8 of 20 from the field, 3 of 7 from three-point land, and 2 of 3 from the charity stripe here in the early going. For scoring, it is led right now for the Wolverines by Jared Weisbeck. He has 2 threes in the contest so far. Noah Sitzel with 3. You have 2 for Tim Quinsick. You have 2 for Adonis Mills. And you have 4 from Xavier Whitler. And Porter Gregg has a couple of points here so far. For the Chargers, led by Wesley Whitler, he's got 11. Jet Yackley with 5. Easton Moore with 9. Carson Miles and Gavin Colson each with 2 in the contest so far. Miles has a points here in this one so far. So that is your scoring here in the first half of the year. We will step aside once again. On the other side, we will have your second half on the way here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
Barber Farm Service Incorporated and Barber Chemical wishes good luck to the Sully Buttes Chargers. Growers, call Ken or Jack for all of your planting and harvesting solutions at 258-2708. That's 258-2708. Barber Farm Services and Barber Chemical, located under the White Water Tower, 2 miles south of Oneida. They know that hard home with 100% of our customers, enabling them to enjoy super fast and reliable internet connections. We'd like the opportunity to keep you in touch with the people and resources that matter most. 100% fiber and 100% committed to rural South Dakota. Call Venture Communications today at 605-852-2224, 605-852-2224, or online at venturecom.net.
The Sully Buttes Chargers are on fire, and so is our grill. Before you head to the field or the court, stop by the corner. We're celebrating the Chargers. Come fill your tank, grab a drink, snack, and show your team spirit with us. It's where Charger Nation gets ready to go. For either home or away game, fill up your car and your stomach. Call ahead if you're running late at 605-258-2400. Order your pizza or burgers and have them waiting on you. The corner is located on Highway 83.
Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, they make banking easier with convenient mobile banking. Enjoy on-the-go, secure access to your account balances, recent account activity, and check images, as well as the ability to transfer funds and make mobile deposits. Visit mysunrisebank.com today or download the mobile banking app. Sunrise Bank Dakota is a proud sponsor of Sully Buttes athletics and activities and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, member FDIC.
Yag Air Incorporated is your locally owned ag chemical and seed retailer. Yag Air Incorporated offers reliable ground and aerial application. For the latest seed and chemical pricing, contact Kyle at 605-280-8710 or Tony at 605-280-4771. Yag Air for all your ag chemical and seed needs. Kyle 605-280-8710 or Tony 605-280-4771. Before or after the game, get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and coworkers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida. Proud to be a supporter of Sully Buttes Sports.
At 83 Ag Sales, we specialize in precision planting to help you create a growing environment that will maximize your efficiency and crop yields. We're committed to helping you improve your planting and production with the best technology available. Located in Oneida, 83 Ag Sales, here to make the most of your growing season. Call us at 605-222-5385. We can help you choose the right components for your equipment and your operation.
AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Buttes Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
At AgTegra, we're leveraging the power of the cooperative to benefit our farmers and ranchers, their families, and local communities. We're creating jobs for your neighbors and putting money back into our communities. We're lending a hand in our rural fire departments, food banks, and 4-H and FFA programs.
Back here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. We apologize for our radio audience. We have had a difficult time getting our scoreboard and everything, our video stream going. So we were trying our best to just keep that going on the air. Appreciate to Jeremy with all of his help as well. And that's going to be a travel after a slip there by the Wolverines, courtesy of Jared Weisbeck. And he'll turn the ball over for the Wolverines. 7th turnover of the contest. 7:50 here in the third quarter here. And again, our video audience, if things continue to go the way they are, we're just going to have to put up a graphic and go that route. We're trying all avenues here. Yackley's 3 on the first Sully Beats possession. No good. And it's going to be Mills who will fall down. And Gavin Colson is going to be called for a foul. And something that Coach White is not real thrilled about on that one. But if you're watching the stream and if it's buffering, if you just want to chime in on that chat, we do read those chats throughout the broadcast. So your help is very, very appreciated if you just let us know how the stream is looking on your end as well. So back to the Wolverines on a 30-21 deficit. The Chargers up. Underneath, Whitler, shot no good. Second chance is off the mark. Whitler gave the Wolverines a second chance, but it's James Miles who comes up with the rebound. Whitler on the attack on the other end. He'll put it off the back of the iron and puts it up and good. Under 7 to play. It is now 32-21 with 6:50 to go. Back down to the Wolverines. Weisbeck now give it off there to Mills. Mills is going to make his way now off there. Here's a kick out. Triple from Quinzick. 3, no good. And Coach White's probably relieved that was the result, but giving up that shot was hard. And Colsey on the other end can't get the 2 to go down. So now both teams are missing shots left and right here. 6:21 to go. Quinzick. Kick out Mills. Mills one dribble out there now to Switzel's 3. Good. And the 3-point barrage is what's helping the Wolverines really get back into this game, and it's helped them for the majority of the way. More in the paint. Too much. Picked up there by Yackley. Yackley off to Whitler, off the glass, and good again. But the Chargers with all the second chance points in this one. 28 rebounds, the Wolverines 10. That's your rebound outputs. And off. Quinzick on the near side now. He's at the top now, drive in. He'll fire it up for 2 and got it to go in. And a timeout spent by the Wolverines with 5:30 to go. It is 34-26 in favor of the Sully Beach Chargers. It is going to be a 30-second timeout here, and we'll just keep it here. And again, if you're watching that live stream, if it is buffering, if it's good, let us know. Any feedback is appreciated, as we're trying our best to keep this live stream up and going. As looks like Mike Porter is chimed in on the chat saying go Chargers. Appreciate Mike there for chiming on that YouTube feed. 34-26. Their score there. Quinzick, he's having a quiet night, but he looks like, he's been like the player with the most touches. And then he's only got 4 points to account for. So 34-26, 5:30 to go here. It is nearing 9 o'clock here from Selby. We're about 15 minutes away from that. Whitler over to Moore. Moore will bounce pass looking for Barber, and the Chargers will turn it over once again. Quinzick's going to push the pace. Quinzick has it. He'll kick it up now over. Now here's a drive in from Rube. Rube is going to dish it off to Whitler and get the deuce. Back to Moore. Moore now. Going to give to Whitler. Skip pass over to Ackley. It is now a 6-point game, and it will stay that way for another possession. Here's a drive down from Quinzick. Quinzick will kick out and a foul on the Chargers. Right now, everything is going the way of the Wolverines, and the crowd is behind them as well. Good crowd as well. For Sully Buttes, is they're on to the right side of me. I'm behind the Sully Buttes bench. As picking up the foul there was Bretton Barber, who picked up his first, team's second of the quarter, and out of bounds, it'll stay. Herreid Selby basketball. Appreciate everybody chiming in on that chat. We are greatly appreciative of you chiming in on that chat, letting us know that our feed is staying up and running. Whitler now. There's a handoff to Greg. Greg is back into the contest for Herreid Selby area. Chargers showing a man-to-man defense. Greg drive high off the glass, and it's also good. It is a 4-point game. The Chargers had a 17-point lead at one point. And Barber trying to get it off to Whitler, who will turn it over. It's now the string of turnovers for the Sully Buttes boys, hurting them. Here's a drive now from Rube. Rube will get it off to Whitler, and going to spend a timeout with Coach White. A 2-point game, 3:51 to go. Chargers 34, Wolverines 32. We're back in 30 seconds on Country 95.3.
At AgTegra, we're leveraging the power of the cooperative to benefit our farmers and ranchers, their families, and local communities. We're creating jobs for your neighbors and putting money back into our communities. We're lending a hand in our rural fire departments, food banks, and 4-H and FFA programs. That's what local is all about. When you do business at AgTegra, you help us make a difference in your community. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
.34-32. The score is the Wolverines are on a 9-4 start here in the second quarter. Once again, appreciating everybody letting us know our stream is holding up here for a while. 3:51 to go here in the third quarter. The Chargers are having a turnover frenzy here in the third quarter. They have had 4 in the second half here so far. And the Wolverines going to try to bring some pressure in the backcourts. Chargers will have it after the main shot there from Xavier Whitler, who has 6. 34-32, Chargers basketball. Yackley has it. Looks, give it off to Moore in the paint. He'll float it from Dates. And it's Easton Moore who will give the Chargers back a bucket. And it's now a 9-6 third quarter output as Falconet was in the passing lane with his foot, but doesn't see it fall to the ground. Mills has it, keep his dribble. Now look, give it off to Whitler. Whitler will have that swat away from Moore. It is Quinzick who will be able to get the rebound, and then Moore will try to run away with it. And now we got an injury. Maybe not an injury, I should say. It will be a foul on Herreid Selby, but it was Quinzick who was on the floor and looks to be okay. Took a moment there to get some rest. With 3:13 to go here in the third quarter. Yackley has it. Now we'll get it off there to Falkenhagen. Falkenhagen now will just look to hand it off there to Whitler. Whitler to Yackley. Yackley now zip it over to Colson on the near corner. Colson, another skip pass. Moore, drive, go paint for it again. You'll leave that one short. Whitler rebound with 2:48 to go. It's out. That's all. He'll give it off to Greg. Greg will fire a deuce. Greg with 6. It's back to a 2-point lead. Sully Buttes. Whitler, though, going to try to hurry it up as he'll get the foul and a chance to go to the line for 2 free throws. This foul going to be on the Wolverines, courtesy of Xavier Whitler, who now has his second. And that is team foul number 2 for the Wolverines. Both teams with 2 fouls apiece. Both teams with 2 timeouts. So this fourth quarter, if it stays close, it'll be an interesting one. 2:32 to go. Whitler with 1 more free throw, and we'll see Kwasnik back in. So good news after had something occur. And Whitler can extend this now to as much as 3. A quiet Jim on this free throw. Leaves it short. Falkenhagen rips for the rebound. Couldn't get that shot to go in either. And the Chargers will come up empty-handed on this possession. Now it's a turnover, and we're going to whistle and another foul. As Kwasnik is holding now his hand, and he's out of bounds, so he'll pick up his first. And another change to the lineup is Keegan Russell is in for Mills. So after all that, the Chargers are the ones who come up with it. Yackley. Get it up there. Colston out of Whitler. It's back around the arc to Yackley. Moore has it now. He'll fire an old 2, and he'll get another one. 38-34. Wolverines now down by 4 again. They are trying to climb back from down 17. And Kwasnik will hit it now to Schutzel. Schutzel back now to Kwasnik on the near corner. 1:50 to play here in quarter number 3. Whitler has it. Whitler looks. Give up now there to Russell. Russell now going to put it on the deck. Give it off there to Schutzel. 3, good. It's 38-37. And the Wolverines get back on a turnover. 3 for the lead. It was almost banked in. And it's Whitler who will come up with the rebound. And it's another takeaway for the Wolverines. It's now 8 turnovers apiece. Carson Miles will get set to check in, and the Wolverines will now turn it back over. So we are going back and forth on turnovers. 1:15 to play. And Greg will check back in for Kwasnik. Chargers have Carson Miles, Wesley Whitler, Cooper Falkenhagen, Jay Yackley, and Easton Moore, the 5 on the courts. As the Chargers have not surrendered their lead yet. They're going to try to extend that back and get as much as a 4-point lead on this possession. Moore swinging down to Miles. Miles now is looking, puts it on the deck, 1 dribble, looks for Whitler, gets it almost turned over there by the Wolverines. Whitler drive, contact on the floor, and he's going to get another chance at the line after missing his last 2 free throws. So Wesley Whitler once again going back to the line. He's got 15 on the night. We'll give the foul off there to Adonis Mills. Picks up foul number 1. Team foul number 4 for Herreid Selby. Free throw. Whitler was the first. Yeah, we'll get one more. Chargers have had quite a bit of trips to the line here tonight. Yeah, we'll get a last second change here as we'll see. So we'll check out. Kwasnik is back in with 1 more free throw. Whitler, 2 dribbles, fires it. Will miss the second one again. And the Chargers, who started perfect from the line, has gone 2 of 6 since. Tipped on the pass. It'll be another foul. It's going to be on Herreid Selby. It is. They're going to get the foul off there to Porter Gregg, who picks up foul number 2. Picks up foul number 1. Appreciate Randy with his help. We're working on getting that back on the air. And with that foul, that has now put the Chargers in the bonus with 42 seconds to go. And it's once again Whitler looking to make his first in 5 tries that he does. We'll get one more free throw here with 42.4. Whitler with one more free throw. Shot is up. It's good. And Whitler with a perfect trip. It's now a 3-point lead at 40-37. Shot clock separated by 7.5. Wolverines have it. Klonzik has it. He's on the near wing. Chargers showing a man-to-man defense once again. Whitler matched up there by Weisbeck. There's a zip pass inside. Kick down now. Klonzik dish it off there to Whitler. Gets one to go, but gives it off to Mills. Couldn't get the layup to go, and the Chargers come up with it. 13 seconds to go here in the third. Miles has it. Coach White probably elected to say hold on to it. 5 seconds to go. Yackley, 3, short. Rebound. Weisbeck throws it. Buzzer sounds, and no shot goes in. So we have played 3 quarters of basketball, and the Chargers trying to keep on a lead they had at 17 at one point is now down to 3. Chargers 40, Wolverines 37. We're back in 60 seconds on Country 95.3.
Teamwork is important to Barber Chemical in Oneida. With a full-time agronomist, sprayers, and licensed applicators, they have the team to get the job done. Their fully stocked warehouse will always have the latest products and technology available. Service, quality, and efficiency. That's the game plan at Barber Chemical. See Barber Chemical for your soil and tissue sampling needs. Good luck, Chargers, from your teammates at Barber Chemical in Oneida.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Final 8 minutes here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. Wide Bridge with you. A big thanks to Jeremy behind the camera and Sydney back in the studio. Final quarter here from Selby of regulation. The way things are going, Selby, or Herreid Selby, is not going away in this one. They are wanting this win as they are fighting for a home playoff game in the first round of the Region 6B tournament. Easton Moore will fire a triple and get the scoring going here in the fourth quarter. It's now 43-37. The lead got cut down to 2. The Chargers have not surrendered it yet here in this one. They'll keep it that way, and Easton Moore will swat that one away. Yes, Herreid Selby is going to get it back here in the late stages. Back now to Herreid Selby. Klonzik getting off there to Moore, poked away. Moore going to go all the way with it. He's off the glass and will get the and-one opportunity. As Wesley Whitler has a chance to make it a three-point play after the turnover. And that will be a foul. Given there, it looks like to... We'll see who that is. They're going to give it off to... So we'll pick up foul number 2. 7:17 to go. As Whitler looking to convert the three-point play. Free throw. He's good as it takes a second out to go in. 7:15 to go. It is 46-37 in favor of the Sully Beach Chargers on the road. They have quite a few road games left there. Whitler almost took it away there. Mills couldn't get the shot to go as Falkenhagen will secure the rebound after the missed shot, and we'll get a jump ball, and that will favor the Wolverines. 6:57 to go. And we'll get a change in the lineup as Greg will check in. He'll check in for Weisbeck. 46-37 with 6:57 to go. Inbound now. Mills has it. He'll drive. Switches the hands with the layup. It's good. As Mills is continuing his good night so far as he's got 4 in the contest. Moore has it now to Yackley. Yackley will give it up now to Colson. Colson back to Yackley at the top. Feeding into Moore in the paint. One dribble. Jump stop. Kick out Colson. 15 on the shot clock with 6:30 to play. Whitler will fire a 3 and we'll leave that one short. But Moore will tap it back to Whitler and Whitler will drive for the 2. Wesley Whitler with 22 in the contest. It's now a 48-39 advantage for the Chargers once again. There's a ditch after Whitler. Whitler will have that one swatted away. Now throwing it up, and it's going to be a bucket for the Chargers. And now we got a question about officiating. I think the Chargers are saying that should not have counted, but it's going to count for Mills. Or excuse me, Whitler underneath. And now you got a conversation here from the officials. It's a 60-second timeout here, but it's now 48-41. So I think what the Chargers are saying is that it hit the metal of the basket, and they're asking for that. All the Chargers stopped because that was the case, but the officials did not say anything. And either now that means that is points for Herreid Selby, and it cuts this to within 7 points. And that's going to could be something down the stretch. Again, we are trying our best here for our visual audience, and I appreciate to have that stop play. But either way, it's a bucket. The officials have counted the bucket, and the Chargers now have it up by 7. 48-41 with 5:49 to play. Yackley's 3 shorts. It's going to be rebounded there by Rube. The Chargers right now just can't get shots to go in. They haven't been able to take many here in this fourth quarter so far. Back down to the Wolverines. Gwanzik now will hand it off to Whitler. Now he'll just give it right back to Gwanzik. Gwanzik has it looking for Greg. Whitler goes up for the steal. He looks to go all the way. He gets fouled and it won't go in. And so that will put Wesley Whitler at the line for two free throws coming up here with 5:21 to go. And I think the official continuing to explain to Coach White why that did not stop play. Is he still, I think, questioning the last made bucket for the Wolverines? As Whitler does make the first one. The foul was on Greg, who picked up his second of the contest so far. Chargers now 12 of 18 from the line with one more to go. Whitler, little sets, fires, yeah, we'll miss the second. Falkenhagen rebound as he's going to be fouled. So you could have ended up with 3. You still can end up with 3 points on this possession. As now it's Cooper Falkenhagen who's going to the line. He's looking for his first points of the night with 5:19 to play. Foul is going to be on Miles. Falkenhagen's first free throw is off the iron. With 5:19 to go. Get a stoppage of official with a shoe tie. Get one more free throw here from Whitler. And again, we apologize for technical difficulties. As Falkenhagen goes 1 of 2 at the line. So the Chargers still end up with 2 points on that possession. Could have ended up with what would have been 3 most likely either way. As Bills has it. Handoff now to Schutzel. Schutzel will have that taken away by Moore. Moore all low. Layup good. Easton Moore with 18 as he is having a career night here. He's on pace for 1 at least. He did get, I believe, 19 in the last outing in the way to get to Gettysburg. Wolverines swinging around. Now here's a give to Whitler. Whitler has that poked away, but a foul on Whitler. Leslie Whitler being aggressive on defense. Coach White loving the efforts. And Whitler will pick up his first. So 4:41 now. 11-point lead for Sully Buttes. As again, it was as close as 2 points. The Chargers holding on. Inbound now will go to Weisbeck. Weisbeck back in after checking out for a moment. As Weisbeck has an open lane and will take it to the baskets. Weisbeck's first points of the second half. Cuts the lead to within 9. And you're going to get a foul on the floor as Moore is the one who ends up on the floor. And that's going to be Timothy Rube who picks up foul number 4. So next one will put him out of the contest with 4:27 to go. Inbound Yackley fires it. Can't get it to go in. As Yackley is still looking for that first 3 of the night. As it's a one and done Sully Buttes. Rube to Mills. Mills now will fire the shot. No good. Colson rebound and another foul. With 4:10 to go, another foul is given off to Rube, and he is fouled out of this game. Fouls out with 2 points in the contest. And checking in for Rube is going to be Russell, and also with that foul, that is now 5 team fouls on the Wolverines. And that will put the Chargers in the bonus for quite some time. So that is big down the stretch. Second free throw. Good. And it was a 1 of 2 trip there for Gavin Colson. With 4:03 to go. Back now to the Wolverines. Under 4 to play. There's a give now to Whitler. Whitler will underhand that one as it swirls around the iron and goes in. So Whitler now has 10. And that's going to be last deflected there by the Wolverines. So we'll stay Sully Buttes basketball. 45-53. 3:46 to play. Actually going to take his time over the midcourt stripe. Giving off now to Colson. Colson back to Moore. Back now to Colson. Colson will give it off there to Easton Moore. Moore now over to Whitler. Whitler to Colson. Drive, kick out. Whitler, 3 is up short. Moore rebound on the spin. He's fouled and goes to the line. As a foul is going to be assessed there to Wolverines. Keegan Russell, who picks up his first. And we'll get one more free throw from Easton Moore as he makes his first. Final free throw with 3:20 to go. It is now 54-45. Moore, second free throw. He is good. So Moore goes 2 for 2. Lead is back up to 10. 3:20 to go. Back down to the Wolverines. Here's a drive by Quenzik. Triple from Weisbeck, no good. Colson once again with the rebound. As Whitler will give it off down to Colson. Over the midcourt stripe as Chargers might start working the clock. Ackley is just holding on to it. Coach White giving once again some instructions. Ackley to Moore. Or Whitler, excuse me. Whitler now will put up the shot. It's good. Wesley Whitler with 25. 2 players in double or in 20-point nights. And the Chargers have got it back to within 12. Long pass over now to Weisbeck. Weisbeck trying to lob it there for Whitler and will turn it over. Algonaga is the one who snatches it. It basically hit the rubber of the backboard. As Whitler give it off there now to Yackley. Yackley has it. Back now to Whitler. Whitler, Yackley. Still looking for that first 3 of the night. Zip it over to Colson. Colson will fire a triple. That one's not going to be good either, as Yackley and Colson are still seeking their first bucket from three-point land tonight. Weisbeck credited for the rebound. Taken away by Moore. Moore stops what's one man go. Misses the first layup. Second one's good. And they're going to say 2 free throws coming up. Thought that would be it. Having the bucket good, and they're going to have 2 free throws coming up after a Weisbeck foul. Easton Moore, even though he got the 2, can't get the 3, so now he's going to have to try the 2 from the line. Moore with 20 on the day. And there was one more free throw. I guess they did count the buckets for Easton Moore. They were late on it. I saw the official put 2 fingers up for 2 free throws, but they didn't count the bucket. 90 seconds to play. Isaac, triple. Leaves it short. It's going to be Falkenhagen rebound. It looks like Salutes are going to win this one after nearly surrendering a 17-point lead. As the Chargers will now go to 12-4 on the season. Unless some chaos happens here, the Wolverines will have their 3-game winning streak snapped here tonight in Selby. As Colson will give it off there to Easton Moore. 24 points on the day. As Coach White is instructing his team to not foul there, and Whitler will poke it away, and Coach White will just say, hold on to it here. That'll be a wrap. As the Chargers again 12-4 on the season, and they will be back home on Thursday in a doubleheader against Mulbridge Pollock. That will be a 6:30 start for the girls. Boys to follow on Country 95.3 online at Country 95.3 Sports. Chargers are going to just let the shot clock go down as Whitler will just give it off there to Yackley, and the shot clock expires. And is there a conversation with the coach and Whitler? 2.6 as they'll inbound it, and the buzzer will sound here. Inbound, Klesic will fire it. We'll miss it, and I'll do it. Chargers victorious 61-45 after almost surrendering a 17-point lead. We'll step aside. We'll be back in 2 minutes here on Country 95.3 online at Country 95.3 Sports.
Before or after the game, get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and coworkers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida. proud to be a supporter of Sully Butte Sports.
Koenig of Oneida, Pierre, and Winter has provided our services to growers of South Dakota for over 50 years. We focus on providing our customers with the products, services, and attention to detail that each farmer needs to succeed. For your individual needs of custom spraying, liquid or dry fertilizer, chemical, soil sampling, seed sales, and treating, stop in and see us at Koenig with offices located in Oneida, Pierre, and Winter.
Hometown shopping at its best. Don's Food Center has what you want and where you need it most. Right in Oneida. Enjoy a great selection of groceries, fresh meat and produce, friendly service, and more. Get all your snacks for the big game at Don's Food Center. Don's Food Center is a proud supporter of Sully Butte's athletics and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Don's Food Center, where parking is convenient, shopping is easy, and your time is priority.
AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Butte Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
It is a final here from Selby as the Chargers victorious at a 61-45 final. Chargers had their lead cut down to 2. They got it back up to 16. At the end, they scored 21 points in the fourth quarter to seal the win. As the Sully Butte Chargers are now 12-4 on the season. They outscored the Wolverines 31-24 in the second half. Take a look at some final numbers here. The Chargers would out-rebound the Wolverines at 37-18. Turnovers was 14 for the Wolverines, 8 for the Chargers. No lead changes, no ties. Chargers had the lead from start to finish, even despite giving up that huge lead. Huge lead. It was only cut down to 2, but that one is how that one goes for the Chargers. But again, they get that back up to 16 at the end of this one. Chargers 21 of 49 from the field, 3 of 15 from three-point, and just a tough shooting night from three-point land. Usually the Chargers are getting a lot more on the day, but that is how the Chargers had a tough night. Jack Yackley and Glavin Colson, usually the ones who make the threes, did not get a three-pointer on the night. So Chargers 3 of 15 from the field, 16 of 26 from the charity stripe was the Chargers. For Herreid Selby, they go 19 of 40 from the field, 5 of 14 from three-point land, and 2 of 3 from the charity stripe in this one. So the Chargers again 12-4 on the season. Got a couple more obligations. That is to select our player of the game, brought to you by Yackley Ranches. And how about the effort tonight by Easton Moore? 24 points, 5 rebounds. Wesley Whitler, your Colson Farms unsung hero, as Whitler finishes with 25 points. He was a rebound shy of a double-double, but 2 players in double digits really doing all the scoring. Easton Moore with 24, Whitler led the way with 25. 5 from Jet Yackley, Carson Miles with 2, Gavin Colson with 3, Cooper Falconet and James Miles each got a free throw apiece in this one. So that's going to do it here, and our next contest will be on Thursday. It's at home, a doubleheader set for the girls and boys. Woolbridge Pollock, he's coming to town. We'll have that coverage for you, 6:30 tip-off with the boys to follow. Girls will start. We'll have that action on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. For the entire broadcasting team at Riverfront Broadcasting, big thanks to Emma back in the studio and Jeremy behind the camera. I'm Wyatt Barichka. This has been a presentation of Sully Butte basketball on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. If you're driving back, have a safe night. God bless. Let's get you back to the music.